This reading is for Scorpio, March 2020. My name is Barda with Intuitive Tarot Readings by Barda. And this video will also be going up on YouTube. So any of you YouTube watchers, this is going live on Facebook first, because I have a lot of friends that like to watch it. And then eventually I will switch completely over to YouTube. But if you are a YouTube watcher, go ahead and come on over here to Intuitive Tarot Readings by Barda, and then just click join, and then you can interact as it's being done live. All right, Scorpio 2020. And me being an intuitive tarot reader, I don't always read every single meaning that comes out of the cards. I pull out what I'm drawn to pull out on them from my spirit guides. And then sometimes when I'm doing the readings, it may be for one group of Scorpio. And what I mean by group is there's thousands and thousands of Scorpios. So a lot of people, you don't have the exact same thing going on in your life, but you may have something very similar. So it's a group. And there are certain people, there's certain Scorpio now that need messages for March. And that's what I call groups. I mean, as I get a message, sometimes like last time it was 3 groups. I got messages for 3 different groups. So let's go ahead and get into it and then figure out where it's going to go. How many groups we're going to have. All right, what am I drawing to? Okay. Let's start with my tarot deck. And as I go, you guys will see that I don't instantly start saying, okay, this is what I get off this card. If I get it, I have a feeling this is what's going to throw. Excuse me. I'll put down those cards, and then I may pull more different cards to get a better detail of what's going on and for which group. All right, Scorpio, please show me direction. March 2020, Scorpio, for the ones that need to hear it. Please show me. Okay. Got one card, got the Queen of Pentacles. Any more cards? Switch. And the card I have up here just says March on it. It just represents March. Okay. Scorpio 2020 March. Okay. We've got the 5 of Cups. And we've got the 8 of Cups. All right. Now, I love these cards right here. These are the tea leaves. I also have the Astral House, which will tell me which part of life this is going on for the Scorpio or Scorpios, this group or groups. What areas? Scorpio 2020, Scorpio. Draw. Wealth. I feel like drawing one more. What other area? Scorpio. March. Happiness. Okay. So I got the Wealth card and I got the Happiness card along with the Queen of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups. Now, let's see. All right, that's good for me. I got the 2 of Clubs, card for telling a social invitation. This may have a deeper meaning than shown on the surface. Okay. I got the 8 of Diamonds, a card of balance and skill in money matters. You should combine your practical knowledge with spiritual insight. Okay, that's what came out to me. The Jack of Spades, immature and dynamic. He or she will develop as the king or queen of spades. There is restlessness with much energy. This person needs a ballast in life and a positive direction for their talents. Okay, so this one right here with the Wealth and Happiness card, this is going to be for of Scorpio who are focused on their wealth, their business, their job. I feel like there's something more though. Okay, hold on. Normally I don't do this one, but... All right, yep. All right, the card I pulled here was the Six of Wands. And you see that he has the wand in his hand, and there's wands all around him. This is somebody who just keeps going on and going on. They don't give up. Okay? All right, what I'm going to do for each card. Okay. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is somebody who, a person, or it's how you view, and this is showing wealth and happiness. It shows how you view your wealth and your happiness. Now, to me, this is not satisfaction here, right, at all. This is the Five of Cups. You see the man who's sitting here, and he can't see the 2 cups behind him, but you see the 3 that have spilt. This is somebody who's lost a lot. And with this being more of a business wealth, I feel this is somebody who's walking away from the way things have been done before. That's what I feel. Now, I feel also to draw some more cards. Let's see. Let's get the big deck. Show me more. What about the Scorpio? This group of Scorpios. What is this about? Okay, this may end up going into 2 different groups here. I got the Queen of Cups and I got the Page of Pentacles. So I feel that this is on one side, it's wealth and happiness card, which these could be 2 different readings, which I'm thinking that's where it's going. One, you've got Scorpios who are focused on their wealth. Yes, it can do with their happiness, but there's some that are focused on their wealth and trudging forward more out of, their business, whatever they're doing. And then the other side is happiness. And I feel that it also may have to do with love. Why? Because of the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is a water sign. Also has to do with a message of some sort. And usually the Page of Pentacles, you can pull out a lot of stuff. And this is from March 2020. I feel that there's going to be a message that has to do, and I don't feel this is a literal person right here. I feel this is a representation of love. Do you see how that, and this is somebody who is working on themselves. Do you see how she's holding her cup and she's looking it over very. This is a group of Scorpios who are working, that's it, are working to better themselves so that they can have, this is a group who is working on themselves so that they can have that going, and they're walking away from what has not worked for them before and starting something new. Yes, that feels right. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's put it up here. Let's go ahead and go back to the tea leaf cards. So I'm going to do several. What I'm going to do is, I don't always do it, but sometimes how I read is, you've got these cards right here. I'm going to pull cards off of each one of these and to get down to what I call the dirty, to figure out what's going on. You know what? I don't want those. I want. All right, let's start with the Queen of Pentacles. Representation of the Queen of Pentacles. This is a business person. Oh, there's a lot of them there. Okay, I've got the Warrior card, and this is just around the Queen of Pentacles. I've got the Warrior card, the Tree, the Home, and the Stranger. Okay? And so this is definitely a person who is got their mind on their wealth and improving how things, the stuff that didn't work before, they're not going to do it anymore. They're literally just walking away from stuff. They're not even going to, they're taking on a warrior spirit. I just did Virgo, and Virgo was working on the same thing. I think every sign's going to be showing a lot of this warrior spirit, because you know what? Last year was kind of a crazy roller coaster for everybody. January felt like a year, and I will continue to tell people this. It was just, wow. And a lot of people along the way have lost themselves, and they're not quite feeling like they used to, or not feeling like in touch with themselves. And that's what I'm feeling here. This is some of the Scorpios who who are taking on the warrior spirit. They're done looking at the past cups that have fallen. There are still a few cups behind them, but they haven't turned around and looked at them yet. But I feel the stuff that hasn't worked for the Scorpios, yeah, that's it. The stuff that has not worked in the past for the Scorpios, they're done turning around and looking at these cups. I feel like this is this is like a reoccurring thing. And they're just going to walk away from it. So they can find their peace of some kind. And I bet if I pulled some more cards, it would say probably peace. This is a Scorpio group of Scorpios that have a definitely very business oriented. But this is definitely a Scorpio who's coming out of their past, and they are leaving their past behind. They're not even looking back. I mean, they're not even looking at, these could be offerings of some kind, and that's right here, two offerings of some kind. It could be two different things, business, love, doesn't matter what it is. But I think this is something they're just going to walk away from. Okay. What else for Scorpio here? What am I not seeing here? I see a bunch, but I'm not sure. So for Scorpio, this is about wealth and happiness. This is just not just one outlet here. And of course, your money can be your wealth, but also how you feel as a person can also be your wealth. Your health is your wealth. And if happiness. So if this is going to be a blended reading, but I think it's for one select group. I really do. Wealth and happiness. Can you give me some more information, please? I got the wealth. And anybody who's watching me, watch me. I do that with my cards. I go to where I'm drawn to pull them, and I will, and you guys watch, you will see me constantly shuffling these cards and stuff. So this is not like a pre-done thing. Okay, so I got the family wishes comes true. Okay, so yeah, this is not just about this group of Scorpios who are working on their business or how they make money. They're actually walking away from how they've done stuff in the past completely. They're taking back on. And with the Warriors, I felt like putting it over here. I feel this is Scorpios who are getting back to, you can never be the person you were before, but they're getting back their power. That's what I feel. And they're going to take it back. And they're going to take back not just that, they're going to take back their happiness. And family wishes come true. Now, I don't just see the family wishes come true. I see the well. And anybody who knows a Scorpio is an extremely deep sign. There's a lot of signs that are deep, but Scorpio, they are deep. And this is about a group of Scorpios who are sitting there digging real deep within themselves and figuring out what is and is not going to work in their lives anymore. Business, happiness, does not matter what it is. You know what? I'm going to do one more. Let's go to the Astral House. What else? What else goes along with wealth and happiness? There is more involved in this. Love. All right. So this is for the group of Scorpios who have what they have currently going on in their head. And this will be March too. I mean, I feel this has been going on for quite a while. And I think, like I said, Scorpios had a rough last year as well, like the other signs. And January was crazy too. So we've got wealth, happiness, and love. So this is about a group of Scorpios who are sitting around and they are thinking, and they're thinking deep. I don't just see the words here. I see wealth. They are thinking deep, going way down deep, and they're thinking about what is. How can they get back to this? How can they have that spirit again? And with the other cards right here, and a lot of people be like, oh, you can pull out a lot of different things out here. Yes, I can, but what I feel from this is it's pretty self-explanatory. This is a dissatisfied group of Scorpios who, even though there's cups sitting back here, they're walking away. They're walking away. What are they walking away to? The Six of Wands. So they can find that warrior spirit again. That's what I'm getting from this. So this is definitely, let's Let's see. I'm going to add that to it. All right. Maybe. Stand up. That'll be good. All right, so anyway, down here, since we know it's not just one, this is not multiple groups. Now, like I said, if you're cross-watching, and I forgot to say that when I was doing Virgo, and they had some, on the second part of it, it was kind of, there was some third-party situation going on there. Remember when you're watching these, and you could be a Scorpio, but this could be going and be happening from another party. You know what I mean? So this could be going on in your life, but it may be reversed roles. So just remember that when I'm reading. Okay. Okay, so this one's about financial rewards. So this has to do with the wealth. The two of clubs is. And this is a person who is working on their wealth. Let's break this down. We've got wealth right here. We got wealth and we got the two of clubs. So this is a group of Scorpios who are working really, really hard on either building something or just basically keeping an eye on their wealth. All right. And then, let's see here. With the Eight of Diamonds, you got the card of balance and skill and money matters. That's what stood out immediately to me. And you should combine practical knowledge with spiritual insight. So this also needs to go along with the wealth card. Because this is somebody else who needs to, this group of Scorpios need to lean on their intuition for the answers. And I do believe that this group of Scorpio is already on the right path as far as financial goes. So in the month of March, I think there's going to be a lot of change. And for some reason, I hear March 15th. I don't know why that stands out, but that is standing out to me. March 15th. Let me see real quick before I get into there. What is March 15th about? Let's see. March 15th. Why did March 15th stand out for me? Okay, because I got the card change. March 15th. I kept hearing March 15th. So for you Scorpios, it's got, literally, it has to do with your happiness, your love, your wealth, and digging deep within yourself. March 15th is going to be a big day for you guys as far as, the way I read that too, it's not, I'm going to stick that one there. It's not just literally has to be, it can be around it, 2 days before, 2 days after, just real right around the 15th. That's what I'm getting. Okay. What's it? All right. These Scorpios have quite a bit going on, and this is already breaking it down for one group. It doesn't switch into different groups of Scorpios. If it does, it might get a little complicated here. Okay, so I said around March 15th, right? I got the word ending and deception. What that's about, I'm not sure yet. So before I get back into that one, let's go over here to this one. I got the tree, I got the home, and the stranger. Okay? So with the tree, instantly what I get with the tree is, this is talking about, the first part was talking about wealth. Right? And it's not just about wealth, it's about your happiness, and could be love too. Because with the tree, how it has the roots and then it blossoms out. Well, that's family. That's a family unit. That's how it feels like to me. So, and this could also have to do with your wealth. And your home. Okay, so this is telling me what it's going to be covering. Wealth, happiness, love, and going deep. Okay, so this is all surrounding your home. And then the stranger, I will pull some cards on that one. I'm not sure. Maybe you feel like a stranger in your home. Okay. Or you could be a stranger to happiness. That's what I'm getting. Here's the Four of Wands. We've got two people here. They're celebrating. Yep. Okay. Hey, this might go a little bit longer here. All right. So my curiosity here This stands out right here. This stranger in this home. I got deception. This is going to go off into two different groups. I can feel it. Deception and ending. What am I getting from that? Let's see. And I got the change. Okay, before I switch over to the second group of, and I think that's where this was coming from, or about love. And I think this is going to go into two different sections. The first section, let's recap that one real quick, and then I'll literally do a closing thought on that Scorpio, that group of Scorpios, because this is switching over. So basically, the first ones I ended up with the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Cups. So basically, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. This could be, and it's generally a woman, but it can be man or woman, representation, very business-oriented person. And I got the Warrior card here. And this just shows me that this group of Scorpios are walking away from tried things that have not worked before. They're just done with it. They're going to they're washing their hands clean. They're done with it. They're tired. That's what I get. So they are going to be picking up the warrior spirit. And they've been working on their wealth. And this has to do with their happiness. And love did show up, but love didn't show up until these other cards over here showed up. So I feel this one needs to go. Okay, this is totally separate group. And then I drew the well card for that group, and it was and it says family wishes coming true, but that doesn't feel right to me. Scorpios are deep. And I feel like literally the Scorpio group is digging deep within themselves, deep within their well, to figure out how to get back their warrior spirit. Again, I mean, this is my this morning. And again, people are getting back to themselves, which in their mind, you cannot get back to yourself. You can always make a better version of yourself. But at least to feel more alive. That's what I'm getting. They're mulling stuff over. All right. I'm going to do something here. And a lot of it for the first group is definitely has to do with, work. And because wealth will affect happiness as well. And it will affect their family. Okay. So for the first group, I got the tree, so they're working hard on the roots. You know, the tree is like the family dynamics. They're working hard on planting those roots and sticking them deep in the ground. They're working on their home life. Now, this one feels like this should go here. That doesn't feel like it's part of that. And they're working on their family happiness. That's what I get. I think there's an uptake in okay, I'm told to pull. All right, so this card here for the first group, there will be great change. I hear March 15th, and then I heard April 17th, first group. March 15th, April 17th. For some reason, I keep change. Change is afoot. This group of Scorpios are completely revamping and changing who and how they are. All right, I think that's it. And how they doing it? They're cleaning out the clutter. That's what I get. Mental clutter, doesn't matter what it is, they are cleaning house. That's what I get. They're walking away from stuff. They are going to initiate change with the warrior spirit. That's for the first group. So if you're thinking about and charging on with the Six of Wands, I mean, there's no giving up here whatsoever. So if you're a Scorpio and you've got business on your mind and it has to do with wealth, which, again, wealth bears on your happiness. It does. I mean, it's not everything, but you do have to have money to make it. There is great change coming in March. And do remember, when I give you guys dates, you guys better remember those dates, because once they're given to me by my guides, I won't remember them. It's just the way I've always been. So anyhow, that stands out too. 28. Scorpios, 28th of February, I do believe you will be taking the stance. It's coming back. It's coming back soon. Just like when spring comes in, how winter is. You know, winter comes in and it just kind of puts everything to rest, and everybody's just kind of like literally, and even people, it puts your brain in hibernation. Scorpio's coming out of it in February 28th. That's when this war would kick in. And not to be mean, business, doesn't matter. Whoever's standing in the way of this person's happiness, I feel sorry for you. I feel a lot of, I feel like a push. I have a push. That's what I get, push. All right, let's switch over to this one here. I'm curious. And there could be Scorpios where this is all going on. I mean, there's a lot. All right, this one here, I'm not sure. Stranger. Let's go over to the second set of Scorpios. You know what? I think I want to pull some more cards because I am curious. This, you know, after Virgo's reading on one of them, goodness gracious. And then you get a deception card in this one. Where is this one going? So you got Stranger, Deception, Ending, and Change. And it's all revolved around love. Second set of Scorpios. And you guys will notice that I will bounce back and forth. Like if I get another message for the first initial Scorpios, I'll bounce back and I'll be like, I got this. This feels right. All right. Second set. Some kind of love coming to an end. Okay. I will read the cards here in just a second. I want to pull a couple cards first. Oh, this could be coming. This could be two different ways here. Switch. Okay. All right, the first card that I pulled from the Island Time Wellness cards, which a lady makes these, and she's really being blessed and good at them. So if you guys like these cards, I don't get any money or any kind of, you know, profit from it whatsoever. It's just I love them, and they what they do is, especially with something to do with love. You know, we've got some different cards here. It's kind of like, what in the world, right? What these cards do is kind of dig deeper and tell you what the situation is about. I mean, I know it's about love, but what's going on? Anyway, so if you guys do like those cards, like I said, I don't get anything for it. The artist is awesome. Put off of Macari. It's a selling app. And I do believe she might be on Etsy too. But she's got quite a few different decks. And they're very, very helpful. See, and with her deck here, I bought decks. I blended them together. She's probably going, nah, don't do that. All right. Scorpios has to do revolving around love. You know, I'm going to do this so I can focus on that. And I'm going to pull the cards. Change. What else? Ending. And I hear past. I got the deception card. I keep hearing this. The stranger. The stranger. Deception. This feels like a past issue. Yes, it does. I'm not even sure where that's coming from yet, but I will. Okay, tell me more. Tell these Scorpios that are dealing with love. And again, this is from March, but some of this stuff could have already been happening with you guys. I mean, it could be going on. And it's just going to be more of a highlight in March, you know. And if it hasn't happened now, this is kind of what's going to be going on around March. And those dates I gave you guys, 15th stands out, and then, like I said, April, which, healing heart. Yes. All right. Oh, that's a lot, but I'm going to take them. Okay. All right. This definitely has to do with a relationship of some kind. This here, before I was reading it as, generally the Jack of Spades is somebody who is really restless and has a lot of energy. They need to be able to focus themselves in the right direction so they can heighten their talents. That was in the first reading. This one here, I'm seeing this as a literal person. Yeah, it's a literal person for whatever reason. The Jack of Spades here. I'll get to these here in just a second. And this could be, you know, the Queen of Pentacles. This could be an actual literal woman. It usually represents a woman. But These could also be reversed. You know what I mean? Just remember when you're reading these, and when you're watching these, the way I read them, this could be you as a person. You could be the Queen of Pentacles, or you could be the Jack of Spades. It doesn't matter. However it resonates with you, that's how you need to take it. Okay, so anyway, this has to do with love. This has to do with a Scorpio who has basically had a lot of stuff going on in the past, and there's still two cups in the back of them. They're not really even paying attention, but you know, yes, I know that the red represents wine, but to me, that's wounds. That is wounds. They're all spilled over, and what is this person doing? Walking away. That's what I get from that. Okay, and then I felt like putting up right next to it, change and ending. So I do believe that one way or the other, Scorpio is going to be ending the past. They're done with it. They're done with the way things have been going on. They're done. And they are coming out and they are working on being the warrior. Okay? So anyway, I got the Phoenix. Now, normally, I'd be like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of words down here. The I saw was renew, transformation, growth. This Scorpio is changing. And Scorpios are ever changing. This person is changing. So to me, this tells me that this is somebody who's walking away from some kind of relationship. That's what it feels like. Because there was some kind of deception with a stranger in the past. And again, with the past card here, I think these are unhealed wounds that will not heal. Not without moving on. That's what it feels like to me. And this Scorpio group here has been digging deep within their well, trying to find their happiness. Okay, yeah. All right, what did I just say? Okay. Now, these normally I would not take all. Yeah, no, I usually don't. But these feel right for whatever reason. After what I just said, healing from heartbreak, healing from toxic relationship. Okay? Mask, not showing true feelings. Okay, that's what stuck out to me. Traction. Where's something over here? That one feels like it needs to go. Yeah, here. Okay, so there may be 3 groups on Scorpio again, my Lord. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. This is for this one group, okay? Unconditional, loving, giving, receiving affection. All right, we'll put these together here in just a second. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So this is Scorpio taking time for themselves to actually heal. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception. Again, there was deception right here. So this is a group of Scorpios who are working on past issues from the past that have not ever healed. And they are moving on from a situation so that they can heal. That's what I'm getting. With the change and endings. And then there was the stranger deception. So this is past, and this felt like, and they are deep within themselves. And they're charging forward with the 6 of Wands. Okay? Interesting. Now we do have a second group here. Or third group, sorry. Lordy. Last time Scorpio had 3 too. All right, so for this group of Scorpios right here that I was doing right here, that has to do with the relationship thing that's going on, a relationship issue that has been going on. Most of it's mostly internal work. Person's decided they're going to grab the warrior spirit. They're working on changing themselves while digging real deep within their wells to figure out, it's a lot of introspective, is that the word? Just sitting here looking within themselves, looking at the past, moving on from the past, change and endings. Done with how stuff has been. That's what I get. And this is the past. Stranger, there's been deception in the past. So this group of Scorpios is definitely moving on. All right. Is this cards I need? Which ones? Okay, this one. All right. So for a closing thought for the second set of Scorpios. Easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So even though it seems like, everything is may not be feeling like it's coming together right then and there, Scorpios are not the most patient people in the zodiac. This is your patience card. Just kind of, have some patience. Don't hurry or try to force things. And it takes time. Happiness doesn't just come over, it doesn't come overnight. You've got it, like I said, where's my well? There's the well card. It was digging deep within yourself. Here it is right here. So once this group of Scorpios dig deep within themselves, then their happiness will come slowly. But this group of Scorpios already have a path that they're going to be taking in March to bring back their happiness. All right, so that's a closing thought on the second group. Now, I'm going to pull these up right here because these kind of flew out of nowhere, and I'm taking these back. So this is basically going to be almost a second reading for Scorpio. For some reason, this stuff is popping up. I'm going to leave that. And this feels right. Change and endings. All right, here we go. All right, so now we're digging deep. So that's right. And it feels right. So wealth, happiness, and wealth. So the third group of Scorpios, you are still digging deep. And this has to do with the situation. What's it got to do with? It has to do with the Queen of Pentacles. All right, this is somebody who's business-oriented, or also with the Queen of Pentacles, this is also somebody who is very into nature, not just money. I mean, they've got their mind on their money, but you see you've got rabbit here. This is somebody who just enjoys nature. And yes, I know you can pull a bunch of signs out of the Queen of Pentacles and a lot of these cards, but I'm just going by intuition here. All right, so Scorpios. And I had something similar with the last group. I don't know if it's spring or what, but y'all need to slow down. I got third-party interference, and that's what stands out. Third-party interference. Got the Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. It's a message of love, or it's a message about. Now, okay. I didn't think this was going to turn out like this one. All right. Everybody's going to be like, oh my God, she's picking up on all this. Well, maybe it's spring. Maybe everybody's just got to get, they've got it in their head. Let's just get on out on the outside here. And to me, this is literally a woman. Okay? The Scorpio woman. This feels like a woman. And this is a message coming to the Scorpio about this woman. And about a third-party interference. I'm sorry to bring that to you. Let's just go ahead and do this one real quick. Yes. Why is there any... And whatever this third-party interference is, and it's definitely a female, this is for female Scorpios, or if you are a male Scorpio watching it, just kind of switch stuff around. Changing and ending. Walking, and these feel right too. Not satisfied with what's happened in the past, walking away from it. So somebody's going to be walking away. Interference. And, since I got it with Virgo, too, maybe it's a Scorpio and a Virgo. I mean, because Virgo had something very similar. Very similar. All right, let's just find out. Why am I picking up on third party? Yeah, move away and move away fast. All right, so fast moving. Get your booties out of there. Are y'all seeing a Virgo? Like I said, Virgo had the same thing. Okay. Anyway, so I'm definitely picking up on a Scorpio. And they are in some kind of third-party relationship of some kind. And if you are sitting, and this could be you as a Scorpio sitting on the outside, and you're sitting here looking at this going on between maybe your partner and another woman, because feels like a literal woman. And why? I don't know. Spring just must bring this stuff out in people. I don't know. But anyway, I feel this is a literal woman. And you're getting a message, a literal message about this woman. And this would be a woman who's on the light heart spectrum, and it does definitely feel like a literal person. And this is most likely a water sign. This is somebody who probably, and when I say water sign as well, it's not just about love, but all this water around here. Scorpio. Interesting. I don't know. I'm hearing a bunch of stuff. But anyway, this is going to be fast moving for the Scorpio. I'm wondering if Scorpio is the one sitting back watching this, knowing what's going on. What I'm picking up on is a third party. It's not showing anybody else in here yet. This is the Scorpio taking on the warrior spirit. And I think what feels to me is they get a message about this third party, and they are moving on from it. Here's the walking away from all this stuff. Walking away from it. Fun. Change and ending. If you find yourself in that position, yeah, makes me want to check. Okay, bottom of the deck. Yep, this is directed towards Scorpio females. It feels right. This would be the other half. King of Pentacles. I'm not reading it as wealth. I'm not reading it as houses, anything like that. This is a Queen of Pentacles in a relationship with the King of Pentacles. And over here, this is not saying, oh, this person loves you. No, this is a third person. That's what it feels like to me. And it tells me that you're going to be getting a message about this. And what are you getting a message about? Third-party interference. And what are you going to do about it? Or what should you do about it? Move on. Move on, and move on quickly. Now, I'm going to make an uncanny little joke here because, I'm not the most truth person when it comes to thinking things out, but reading where it's showing something like this. I haven't had this for a little bit. Just because it's spring does not mean you have to do this. I know that's okay. So for the Scorpio watching that, it's time to move on. You're going to be moving on fast. I don't think you're going to blink twice about it. It's going to come to light. And like I said, Virgo had something similar to this. Maybe you ought to check Virgos out and see maybe if there's something going on here. Maybe get an idea. All right, so let's do tea leaves. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Let's work out. All right. So this could also be Scorpios who are already gone through this. This could be the group of Scorpio. Maybe you've already gone through it right now, and in March, you're getting past all this. You're moving on from it. You're done. Because it's saying here, pay attention to your health. I feel like it has affected your health quite a bit. And I'm not just thinking just your body. It has affected your mental health. And how for those that it feels like it's already happened. It feels like in the works. That's what I heard. It's in the works. It's actually going on right now. And in March, you're going to be gathering yourself and saying, done with this. I'm done. I'm done with it. I've got my mind on my wealth. I got my mind on my happiness. I got my mind on my family. This is just thoughts. It's a thought. Once a person's gone, they're a thought. That's it. And that's how it's going to have to be in your head to get past this. Because there was great pain caused in this. So anyway, pay attention to your health. And I keep hearing mental health. Pay attention to your mental health. Why I'm getting specifically mental health, I'm not sure. Rainbow, the most difficult part of the situation is over. This tells me that this has already happened. And if it hasn't happened, just know that it's the most, through this, finding this stuff out, it is the most difficult part. And the rest of it's just in your head. It's gone. You get rid of the person's gone, and You pull yourself back together and you move on. You move on and you don't tolerate the third party stuff. You just gone. And this is a Scorpio who's digging deep within themselves about the situation that caused a lot of pain, but they got tired of it. This is a Scorpio group who got their butt full of it, and they said, I am moving on. Goodbye. Don't mess with me. That's what I get. Don't mess with me. I am done. All right? This change of this third-party person also brought a new beginning for Scorpio. With the Six of Wands. They're charging on. They're not giving up. There may be some difficulties in the background, but you know what? They're still moving on. So the Scorpios that have to go through something like that, just know that once you reach that part, most difficult part of it's done. It's over. And the rest of it is all mental work. And I know it says health, but this tells me, I keep hearing, mental. This does have to do with love for you guys. Just know that whatever decision you make, once you find this out or you found it out, that is the best decision you've made. Keep moving on. And here's another thing too. I have noticed, I have watched some of these myself doing them. Just know that just because you are a Scorpio or you're a Virgo or you're a Capricorn, it doesn't matter. If you end up getting on a live and you tune into it and you're like, that sounds just like me. Sometimes those messages, even though you're not a Scorpio, those messages may be for you. If it feels right, listen to the messages, take what you can and leave the rest. I mean, there's just happened to get on here live, when I was on live and you're just like, wait a minute, that sounds right. Then it's right. It doesn't matter what sign you are. All right, Scorpio. Always complex. I am a Scorpio, so I understand that one. Let's see, who is going to be next here? Next up is going to be Cancer. So I am going to take a little break and I'm going to upload this on YouTube. And then I will be back on. So any of you YouTube watchers, I haven't even looked over here yet. Nobody said anything. Sometimes I will be talking, but I'm not talking to myself. This is live on Facebook first, and then I upload it to YouTube. If you're a YouTube watcher, go ahead and come over to Facebook. Find me on Intuitive Tarot Readings by Barda. Click join, and then you can join in on the live readings. Alrighty. Well, until next time, Scorpio, wish you the best. Bye.